takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16.
That nigga still play with the Texans. Yeah, that nigga was playing with the Texans back in the jail.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is
damn, nigga going like that bullshit.
And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this.
Nah, boy, you ain't been running the same play on me back to back thinking you gonna do something with that shit. Come on, B.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught with a catch right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
Oh, it's bullshit. Well, I'm trying no shit like that no more.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd conversion.
It's fuck shot.
Picking up 26 yards.
That nigga went that dumb ass shit. I gave that nigga that shit.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Watson to give. This is Johnson.
Oh, the fuck?
And brought
That
down
nigga getting lucky in a little bit.
inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This shit.
They'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. That's good.
Oh, this shit.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Let's go on.
And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good drive, good drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're going to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because when you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Shit.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Sending me no Valentine shit. This is crazy. Do not get no Valentine, nothing.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin.
I forgot the same. Oh shit. Damn, I ain't got the same back I got in the thing. I forgot. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I can't do nothing with this nigga.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play.
Oh.
On the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shocked the D and ripped off a pretty big play.
Bills 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Damn clock.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Bills nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Going left side here, and it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Allen to throw once more.
Oh.
Takes a shot on the release.
Oh. Good D.
Looking for Devin Singletary there. 3rd down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
This shit.
Taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
And it's 4th down.
Allen gonna go on 4th down.
Check. Can't throw that.
Picked off by Gary and Conlon. That was just one
Good
of those
D.
interceptions from our perspective. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him
Tree,
to
what are
break
with
in,
it?
out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, pass.
Throwing again is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Check, check, check.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we go for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Slam. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch up. Watch the safety creep. And it's up. 26. 58, boy. 58. Come on. Here we go.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Switch. Motion. Go. 58, right over there. 55. 58, right there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
58, come on. It's our time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Switch.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's bring it. Kill.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second down at the 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Allen to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check 41. Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 13. Hey, hold. Hey, hold.
To throw is Allen. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check nickel. Out, here we go. Check 99. Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Whip. Watch the whip.
First throw in OT for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. The first down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
We got to step it up. 44's the mic. Check.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Under 10.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Bills first down.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And the 3 points on the opening possession of overtime hold up, and that's how this one's going to end. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme.
Boy, you got away, boy. You run that back. I had to get my squad, boy. You got away with that one, boy. Good game. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? Where you at? I can't hear shit you saying. You know, running back? I sent the invite.